What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's been a nice little minute, but I'm back home, man. I'm feeling good. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling better. Feeling better. A lot of things been going on, but RBN has been holding me down so far. I ain't got no complaints. Nick been on the ground. Sabby just did something on the ground with her back to school giveaway. Nick doing haircuts. JB was out there giving out goodies to the homeless and ponchos and stuff like that. And he did that just in time because as soon as that happened, it was like a tropical storm or something that happened down there. But it was real nice, man. RBN has been stepping it up, man. I love to see it. We got other people out there that want to join chapters and whatnot. It's beautiful, man. And we came a long way and couldn't do none of this shit without you guys tuning in, listening to us. Even if we might have came off crazy or whatever the fuck it is to you guys at first, but we made it happen. We made this shit work. What's going on? I got a couple of stories that we're gonna be touching on, but yes, I have been okay. So I won't be able to get to Chicago, but I hope you all get there, have a good time, and great time. It's fucked up that you won't be able to get there. I would have loved to meet all y'all who can make it. If you can, please try to make it. That's what I'm trying to do. Hold on, let me see. That's why I'm trying to ask you guys before we start the show, let you guys know that you can help me get to Chicago. I asked somebody who's going to drive me there. They said $250 for there and back. So I'm like, that's a deal because I'm going to spend more than that just being on the goddamn bus. And I know that's going to be nasty, or a bus or a train. So I'm trying to get there because Nick is going to be doing a speech. I'm going to be doing my thing. I want to do a couple of donations that I always do when I hit Chicago. So if you can, please donate to Tour for the Poor. Damn, maybe I should have did his cash up for the fucking driving. Well, I'm gonna just send it to him once y'all send it to me. Fuck it, we'll do all this shit live. But if you want to help me get to Chicago, so me and Nick can meet up, do our thing down there. If not, it's all good. I done missed out on better opportunities. But we're gonna be down there at the DNC convention. We're going to be outside of it protesting with Worker Strike Back, the Green Party. There's going to be a lot of heavy hitters there, a lot of people that you guys are familiar with. It's going to be a beautiful time. But let me get the fuck on with this stuff. I hope everybody having a good day. It's been some crazy times, I can't even lie. I don't think I haven't liked everything. I don't like everything that I'm seeing. Of course, this is a fallen empire, but I'm talking about how the people seem like they are so unaware. And like if you tell them, it's like they neglect information. I'm sorry, not neglect. They reject your information, even if it is facts. I put up a video. Well, let me find this damn video. I put up a fucking video talking about how Kamala Harris is lying. And I got people calling me coons and all kind of stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? What is y'all talking about? So I'm like, all right, let me go see what the hell these people talking about. All I did was tell the truth. They like, oh, I know what type of nigga you is, blah blah, this and that. Hi, oh man, what's up? Thank you for the $5, man. Hey, man, let's keep that up. If anybody want to match his $5, that'll be dope. Let me find this down. Maybe I should have had this. All right, I found that. I'm about to share my screen with y'all real quick. Hold on, let me get back to the comments. K-Hive. Man, I ain't scared of no motherfucking K-Hive. Man, if anything, they need to stay out of our fucking way. If they knew what they were smart, if they were smart, they'll leave RBN alone. Stick to them regular motherfuckers that you used to arguing with. Cause I ain't having that shit. I'll bring you on the show and drag you, bro. Hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Is that Charlie? Mr. Matt, thank you for the $12, man. I appreciate that. Man. Let's hope we can get it. If we can get enough to even just travel back and forth, I'll be good. You know, I just called and have them re-upload my bridge card. They haven't uploaded it, but damn it. I've been seeing a lot of videos of people saying you're not better than the next person because you refuse to vote or that you're voting third party. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong video. There we go. Well, just like I said, Kamala Harris was out yesterday on the campaign trail, and she was met with another group of anti-genocide, pro-Palestine protesters. And it seems like she took her time out to actually listen to her PR team and discuss how much blowback that she actually got from shutting down the first group of pro-Palestinian protesters. If you're not tuned in, and I honestly don't blame you, this is what she had to say to the group of protesters who came to her campaign rally.
So let me say, I have been clear. Now is the time to get a ceasefire deal and get the hostage deal done. Now is the time. And the president and I are working around the clock every day to get that ceasefire deal done and bring the hostages home.
A ceasefire deal that her and Joe Biden has been working around the clock on. Let me go check on that real quick. Oh, this must be the ceasefire deal that her and Joe Biden is working around the clock on. This is the hostage deal that her and Joe Biden is working on. Another $3.5 billion to Israel in weapons. And out of nowhere, it was like, I don't know who shared it. It had to have been some shit lib somewhere who had shared it, who got a nice following, or they must have said something about it. But I started getting a whole bunch of people who was Kamala Harris supporters come. Some dude was like, "Oh, y'all some Twitter revolutionaries and blah blah," but he took back his word. He was like, "All right, fuck it, you know, I'll take that L. You know, I ain't recognize your game. You know, this is a new page, whatever the fuck." But I'm like, no, I've been out here, you know. But man, it's just what they some dude had me hugging Trump, and I'm like, wow. Well, no, I'm sorry. They had the Django, Samuel L. Jackson, and what did I say that was wrong? We're gonna go back to this. Hold on. What did I say that was wrong? Just like I said, Kamala, that I would be dumb enough to fall for something like this. Now, how can you negotiate with a man who has made up his own plans for a ceasefire, had Hamas agree to those terms and agreement, and then turn around and not even accept his own plans for a ceasefire and a hostage release? See, Democrats are notorious for this type of thing. When the people are shouting and want universal health care, they are pushing for Medicare for all. When we are pushing to abolish or defund the police, they are looking to reform the police. It always seems like they are 5 steps behind or late to the party, but I'm telling you that they do this purposely, not only to hold you back, but to pull you to the right on issues that should have been solved before we was even born. I mean, let's be honest. The people that's still out there protesting today isn't calling for a ceasefire. Those days are over. We have over 100,000 people dead, and their blood is still wet on the rubble. What they are calling on is for you to end the genocide of the Palestinian people. What they are calling on is for an embargo on arms on Israel. What they are calling on is for you to stop the senseless violence against people who has done nothing to be struck down and feel the wrath of the empire's iron fist. She can say she wants a ceasefire all that she wants. But until they stop giving criminals weapons that they're going to use to kill civilians and children with, none of the shit that comes out of her mouth is worth a damn thing. How the fuck does that make me a coon? First of all, let me shout out Jason with the $14. Thank you for that. How the fuck does that make me a coon? What the fuck did I say? Did I say, oh, Donald Trump is better? I'm voting for Donald Trump and everybody else should vote. I didn't even say nothing about Trump in that video at all. But you see, this is the only defense that they have. I'm an educated black man. And not only that I hate the government, I hate your politicians, but I know why I hate them. I'm not just out here with blind rage. You know what I'm saying? They see that we have a platform. They like, fuck. We don't need niggas like this talking on this shit or talking about our people. So they're gonna make it seem like I'm the fucking coon, not the guy who's not the black person who's sticking up for imperialism. They're not the coons. Not the motherfucker capping for a capitalist. They're not the coons. Me. That's crazy. Yeah, that's all they got is projection, and that's all they got left. Somebody told me to play the first video, but I'm gonna get into Kamala Harris running to the right of Donald Trump after this, because all this really ties into each other. Y'all gonna understand where I'm getting at, because it's just so many people were like, oh well, they hate that we are right. They hate that we are right when we say if you vote for these motherfuckers, you got a hand in killing these people. They tried their best to say, oh, well, they only do this and they only do that. You need Congress to do this and that. Like, no matter how many times Joe Biden has went past Congress to give guns and weapons to Ukraine and Israel, they still try to downplay the power that they have. They still try to downplay the people that they have put in these positions of power. So we're going to go back. Yeah. Y'all like my fade? I just cut my hair. I had to restart on my waves because this side was looking good, but I never got the pattern right on this side. So I finally figured out the pattern on this side. So I'm just starting over. Get myself a ball fade. I've been seeing a lot of videos of people saying you're not better than the next person because you refuse to vote or that you're voting third party. And I hate to break it down to you, but yes, we are. Not only are we a better human, we are smarter, we are stronger. We have principles and morals that we will stand by and die with. We are a better human. We didn't watch children be blown away and burnt to death and then say, what about me? How can I negotiate with their killers? What can I get from their murderers? We have the knowledge and we know whatever the empire does, whatever it touches, affects the whole world. And whether we like it or not, our tax dollars are being used to kill civilians and children. And if you can do anything to say, not in my name, I am not endorsing this. Not voting and voting outside the duopoly is the least that you can do. Yes, it won't stop a genocide overnight, but at least you won't be complicit in these children's deaths. So yes, me withholding a vote from your genocidal candidate does make me a better person, even though I have rights that are in jeopardy here today. Why should we sit here and enjoy all of these rights and privileges if everybody else in the world can't? This is why we are at where we are at today. The world can't keep working like this. And we can't. And it's even fucked up that we even had to talk about some shit like this. And here we go. Hold on. Let me see if I found.
Violent crime. As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug cartels and jailed gang members for smuggling weapons and drugs across the border. As vice president, she backed the toughest border control bill in decades. And as president, she will hire thousands more border agents and crack down on fentanyl and human trafficking. Fixing the border is tough. So is Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Kamala.
Nigga, I ain't even see Trump do a motherfucker. Like, she really running to the right of Trump on a border. And these progressive Democrats want me to be like, yeah, man, I can get with this, yeah. I don't give a damn about your fucking imaginary borders. And all the shit, no matter how many laws, I don't give a fuck about how many laws and all that shit that they say they put in place. They ain't gonna do shit about those drugs coming over because everybody is getting a kickback on that shit. Everybody's getting a kickback on those drugs, from the higher uppers to the motherfuckers to the patrol. They don't want to stop the. They don't want to stop the drugs. They don't want to stop the money. If they wanted to, it would have been done. As much money that we put in Border Patrol. And now she's running to the right of Trump. And this is not, I guarantee, this isn't going to be her last time running to the right of Trump on some of these things. She have to. And I was explaining to people, I was talking to my neighbors, you know what's going to fuck her up is she has to run on her faults. She had to say, yeah, we didn't get it right, but you know what I'm saying? At least we're not that guy. We didn't get it right, but we will this time. Give us one more chance. That's what her campaign is going to be. That's why it's so hard for her to come out with actual campaign strategy. Go on her website right now. Go on her website right now. You can leave the stream, go on her website, and I guarantee there's nothing. There's nothing. That's the only video her campaign came out with so far. And it won't be the only one that have her running to the right of Donald Trump. And when we tell people, like, look, Democrats are using you, holding you back, and pulling you to the right on these things, because just 3 years ago, y'all niggas was crying about this type of shit. Y'all was just calling Trump a fascist for this type of shit. And now y'all telling us to vote for a woman who's doing the same shit. She said, look, I'm going to be tougher on the border than Trump. She not only said that in the campaigns, in that campaign video, but she said this in person. And you know what they did? Yeah. It's like, y'all want to be called sheep. I don't get it. Y'all did the same shit with AOC. Crying. Talking about abolish ICE, abolish ICE. She's sitting on stream. I'm fucking, what was that? She on Instagram with a abolish ICE hat on. And her people then gave ICE more money than Donald Trump administration. They gave more money. Like, what are you talking about? The military money, all the shit, the Space Force, that came from progressive Democrats. Progressive Democrats, if they did anything, they gave you Space Force, nigga. That's what they fucking did. What the fuck? I guarantee. Hold on, let me see. She's gonna come out, and I'm looking at this shit. Her fans, because these can't be supporters. Because a supporter will tell you when you fucking up. These are fans. These are diehard fans. And they sitting here, oh yeah, yeah. They all fucking happy and jumping in the what? But you got conservatives also in the comments like, nah, she's joking because her administration would have been doing something now, blah, blah. And like, look, I hate to break it down to you guys, but all of you are the fucking same. All of you are the fucking same. It just comes in a fucking different color. Your complaints to your politicians comes in a different color, or your politicians came with a different color. All y'all want the same shit. It's just worded a different way. Look at the American conservatives and the American liberals. They are all America first. And this Kamala Harris campaign, presidential campaign would show you this. If you was to ask a motherfucker that's a conservative, that's America first, he'd be like, yeah, I don't think we should be at wars because, you know, America first, and we shouldn't pay attention to those people over there because America first, and all we should put ourselves first. Now, what is, you know, Kamala Harris supporters doing to these people who don't support her, or people that's outside of this country who don't support her or have anything to say about her? Or America first. We got to get, what about my rights? Yes, I know your children been blown to death, bits and pieces. Yes, I've seen that, but reproductive rights. It's just in a different color. That's all. Y'all want America first. Y'all don't think about anybody else. Y'all don't care that, you know, we pollute the whole fucking earth like more than any fucking body and any fucking thing. Got corporations over here like Coca-Cola that's killing the earth. All y'all care about, oh yeah, America first. As long as I don't see the death, it's okay. As long as I don't see the death, it's okay. That's how you feel. But the shit about to be hitting home for a lot of you, so it ain't no voting your way out of this shit. It really ain't. What the fuck? I understand you may be scared, but don't let fear drive you. Whether you people are like, we can't let fascism in. You are talking about electing a woman who isn't elected. She's not even elected to lead her fucking party. She has 0 delegates. And y'all want to talk about fascism? Y'all are pushing this woman, this unpopular woman, very, very unpopular woman, on us and saying, if you don't vote for her, you get Trump. This is why you have a lot of people saying, I'm not going to vote anyway. Fuck it. Because not only is she a horrible person, but she's no better or no different than Donald Trump. You're not going to trick me on that. I know Kamala Harris' record. And I see what the Biden and Harris administration is doing. And a lot of people try to say, oh, that's not her. That's Joe Biden doing that. No, that's Biden-Harris administration. They are out there killing kids. For what? For people to save on stock markets and all that fucking bullshit. For weapon contractors, land grabbers. These people are fucking up lives and fucking up land they would never have to live by or live at. What the fuck they ain't go live on my shit for? Man, fuck y'all. Man, ain't nobody running for that, man. Like I said, I ain't falling for this dumbass shit, dog. I ain't falling for this dumbass shit, bro. Yeah, they got me fucked up. Biden don't run this country. We always knew the president is just a face. We always knew that. Even we especially seen it with Barack Obama. He's just a smile in the wave. He don't actually run the show. You know, your cabinet more than likely do. This is why you will see a president around bankers and shit like that. People who actually run corporations, because the corporations is the ones who write the laws. Corporations is the ones who control the politicians. You know, if it's not APAC, it's the corporations. Like, think about all the corporations that was taking advantage of us, right? Rewriting all these laws and having their way with us during this pandemic. And I just found it funny how everything shut down. It was like they know how to take from you. You know what I'm saying? They have you begging for more. But they ain't shut down those liquor stores because they know. Everybody who's saying they like my t-shirt, thank y'all. They know not to shut down those liquor stores because we was going to lose a great chunk of the working class. Ain't that about something? Like everything. I hate this country, bro. I can't say, oh, I hate the people. I hate the people. But y'all niggas be getting on my nerves, especially you shit libs. And shit libs that act like y'all are fucking leftists. Like, why don't you just, like, I'm a fucking neoliberal. Why go through all that trouble trying to co-opt our movements? That's just leave us the fuck alone. You don't see me coming over there talking about, yeah, I'm a neoliberal and we need a revolution. What the fuck? All right, my brother Nico had broke this down. Putin is okay, he said the white moderate is worse than the Klan. I mean, yeah, we can always put our own perspective on anything. You know, we live in different times and shit like that. I can say, you know, yeah, they all the same. They all the same. I see white moderates like, you know, just like Democrats. They ain't nothing but Democrats, and they set you up for the Republicans to knock you down. That's how I see it. It ain't no different. They hide behind oppressed people. They use our language. They use everything that we have built. They try their best to shut us down. This is why it's such a tight squeeze to get into RBN, because I'm like, nowadays it's tight to get in RBN because, man, we went through that shit our damn selves, and people be try to throw money at us, try to throw deals at us and shit like that, coming in between us and trying to start rumors and all kind of shit. They been trying to break us up. Oh yeah. Like, if you start some shit like this, y'all just gonna have to be on it, bro, because people if it's real and you got people listening to you, you got people on the ground, motherfuckers gonna come after you. And they might not even work for the government. They might just be that patriotic. I done had some black people just come after me. Just come after me for no fucking reason, but other than I talk shit about their motherfucking favorite politicians. Nigga, please. Yeah. Yeah, because we can't just get up. We could just be like, okay, CNN said this, okay. But I'm about to share my screen with y'all. My brother Nico breaking down what happened earlier today with Russia and NATO. I don't think Putin is too happy, man. I don't think Putin is too happy. And if I was Putin, I would have been took the gloves off, you know, because to sit here and fight NATO as a collective and seeing all of these countries put in billions of dollars just to try to stop you, and not even stop you, to jump you, because that's what happened. America was starting shit with them, and NATO was sitting back, waiting for their turn to jump in. But Ukraine started to get their asses kicked. They start to get their asses kicked. Now you got NATO on the phone. Hey man, call Randy and call Turkey and call. Yeah. That shit was unexpected. Now, Putin said, you're going to attack us. Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
Vladimir Putin has said that's it. There is no negotiating with Ukraine. They're in it for the long haul, and you can thank the West for that. Just the other day, Russia had to declare a state of emergency in the Kursk region after Ukraine invaded the Russian territory. Now, the White House in the United States, of course, is claiming that they had no prior knowledge of the attack and would communicate with Kiev to figure out what's going on. But I'm here to tell you that's bullshit, because Zelensky has spent the last couple of months begging the United States and the West to allow them to use their weapons to attack Russian territory. And then the Biden administration went on to give Ukraine the permission that they requested. And it's now being reported that 4 mercenaries from both France and Poland, 2 NATO powers, were involved in the incursions against Kursk, putting the final nail in the coffin of maybe having peace between Russia and Ukraine anytime soon. Many thought that perhaps Vladimir Putin would hold off until this election was finished, because Trump seemed to be aiming towards trying to organize peace between Russia and Ukraine. But now, because of Ukraine's brash actions and the West's influence, looks like he's taking it out of everyone else's hands, and there may not be a Ukraine by the end of this. Putin said that it seems obvious now why Ukraine has been refusing to engage with any attempts with Russia, as they've offered more chances to resolve things peacefully. And he says it's because their Western masters won't allow them to, and they're trying to gain a better position to negotiate. But how can you negotiate with people who are targeting purposely civilian infrastructure? A lot of people are confused as to how this could possibly gain Ukraine a strategic advantage, leaving and diverting sources from their own territory to attack Russian territory, when the whole goal was supposedly to defend themselves. The former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev said that their goal was to get Russia to divert resources from Ukraine to defend themselves, but principally it was to prove to the West that Ukraine can still fight. And as a result, he said that Russia should expand its war aims to take all of Ukraine, of which, by the way, Ukraine already has yielded 18% of its territory to Russia. A lot of people thought that maybe this election could change the outcome of this war and, stop allowing Ukrainians to be sent to the meat grinder to beat a country that they could never stand a chance against. But it looks like because of the actions of the West, Putin and Russia is taking this war out of their hands, and he's handling it his way now. So don't be surprised in a couple of years if you type in Ukraine to your Google Maps and all that pops up is Russia, because this ain't going to end well for them. This is looking like another failure by another NATO proxy, adding to the whole list of L's NATO has taken over the last couple.
Whew. I'm not mad. Because if I was Putin, bro, I don't know. I think Putin should have took the gloves off a while ago. I wouldn't have let it get this far. But I guess he understand, shit gonna get thick. And a lot of people died unnecessarily. A lot of people died. And now we see Ukraine is weak. This is how can I put it? Ukraine is beaten, bro. They are kidnapping their civilians, throwing them in the back of paddy wagons, and throwing them in front line. They have nothing else to throw at these people. And we're too busy getting ready for war with China, Russia itself. We got people on the ground in Israel, Gaza. We got people in Africa. We're going to be stretched the fuck out. We're going to be too stretched out to even fight these damn wars. Hey, it's a great strategy, but I wouldn't have waited that long. Actually, Zelensky would have been got it. I would have took out Zelensky to show people that America actually runs Ukraine. Because what would have happened if they would have kept Zelensky regime intact and said, "Oh no, we're not having no elections and this and that and blah blah blah." What would have happened? It would have exposed the U.S. It would expose Ukraine for being a puppet state. Oh yeah, and everybody making money. Everybody fucking making money. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say grandpas, but I've been seeing a lot of older men out there getting tossed in the back of them vans. Getting ready. I'm like, how can you win a war if you don't have anybody that's joining in? Like, people actually gotta feel this. You know what I'm saying? Gotta feel like I'm fighting for something. I'm dying for something. You know what's gonna happen when you kidnap a person and you give them a gun and and you make them go fight for you? They're either gonna turn themselves over, quit, or kill themselves. You're gonna give them live ammunition? They never train a day in their damn life. And this is why Ukraine is losing. They underestimating Putin because of the lies of the U.S. The U.S. always give these people this these fucking lies. It's like the American dream and all blah blah. And all we got to do is do this and that, and we can hurt Putin. We can push him back, and he's gonna surrender. He's gonna surrender land, and we're gonna take over. And now look. Hundreds of thousands of people are dead unnecessarily because we didn't even have to go this fucking far. They are literally dying for our needs and wants, for our politicians, I should say, because we don't get nothing out of that shit. When was the last time an American citizen benefit from any war? We stole all that gold from the Middle East. We stole tons and tons of gold. Did we at least back that shit up with our dollar? We're back the dollar up with that gold? Never. This is why I'm like, hey, it's time for a revolution. I don't give a damn what y'all call it. But I'm not about to, I don't know. Y'all gonna sit here till y'all 50, 60 something years old doing this shit? So Lizzie Graham, the motherfucker who got us in this fucking bullshit, one of them who got us in this bullshit, he's in Kyiv recruiting retired F-16 pilots.
They will hire you here. They're gonna. What I think about Kursk, bold, brilliant, beautiful. Keep it up. Putin started this. Kick his ass. Bottom line is to the administration. I appreciate your support. Let these people fight. Give them weapons they need to win a war they can't afford to lose. When it comes to F-16s, way too long. They're here. Let's use them. Let's train Ukrainian pilots. When I talked to President Zelensky just a few minutes ago, if you're a retired F-16 pilot and you're looking to fight for freedom, they will hire you here. They're going to look throughout NATO nations for willing fighter pilots who are retired to come help them until they can get their pilots trained. So we're going to get these jets in the air sooner rather than later.
Bruh.
And we're looking for pilots who are willing to fight.
Hold on, bro. Nobody want to fight for you, bro. What the fuck is you doing over here, bro? You know how far you live? You know how far America is from Ukraine? What the fuck you doing over here trying to recruit some motherfuckers? Second of all, nobody wants to fight for you. Third of all, everybody is dead. Have you not got the news? Have you not seen the acres of land that's full of dead bodies? Have you not looked at the numbers of how young, like y'all killed, damn near killed the full generation of Ukrainians. And this is like, they kept saying this shit, that they was going to kill Ukraine. Like they said, we want Ukrainians to go out kamikaze style. Now, they didn't say this like I just said it, but they always say, we're going to fight until the last, what? Russian? No. We're going to fight until the last Ukrainian. They want them to go out in the fucking meat grinder. Nobody want to fight for you, nigga.
Later. And we're looking for pilots who are willing to fight for freedom as the Ukrainians train their own pilots. So my message is we need to be all in. Here's what I want to see happen in 2024, calendar year 2024. I want to see an invitation issued to Ukraine to join NATO. So I'm going to have dinner with the new Secretary General Thursday. I'm going to bring this up. I'm asking President Biden, before you leave office, make sure this invitation gets issued. There'll be another supplemental, I hope, in December. And it will be a military-centric supplemental.
How can these people not see that they are being pimped? It's like, it's like the U.S. is like the U.S. is like a pimp. Israel is the U.S.'s bottom bitch. Ukraine is like second or third in command. They want to be the bottom bitch so bad, right? But they can't. But the U.S., they like, man, this, they know, like, yeah, she want to be the bottom bitch. And they use it against them. You cannot have Ukraine join NATO. The U.S. knows this. They just turned, I just did a fucking video on that shit not even too long ago. They can't let them in. And they what their excuse was is Ukraine is too corrupt. Ukraine is too corrupt to join NATO. Really. Y'all make up all the excuses that y'all want, but y'all know the truth. The truth is Putin isn't playing. Stop knocking on this man's door. He already fucking y'all up as it is.
The weapons that they're using here are made in America, creating American jobs. And every weapon we give the Ukrainians are used to full effect. We've learned a lot about our own weapon system by providing them to the Ukrainians, what works and what doesn't. So I'm hoping that in December we can have another infusion of weapons provided by the United States to help the Ukrainians fight in 2025.
Shut the
2024,
fuck up,
an invitation will be issued.
That's all we produce nowadays. We don't make no toys. We don't, what the fuck we do, bro? We don't make cars anymore. What happened? Detroit used to be the fucking motor city. We don't make no fucking cars no more. That's all we produce is war and bombs. Oh, well, this war over here is going to make jobs in America. They don't make that. How can people listen to these people and just not be like, huh? Can you repeat yourself? Your children's death is going to bring my children more weapons. It's going to bring my children more jobs, I should say. I'm sorry. We produce excuses for Democrats or Republicans. Yeah, that too. Dirty Liz, thank you for that $10. I appreciate you. Hey, shit. I'm hoping I make it to Chicago too. Actually, since we got a couple of people up in this motherfucker, y'all can help me out. Help me get to Chicago. The 19th and the 20th, we're gonna be down there for the DNC convention, but we're gonna be outside of the motherfucker protesting them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit the crunk on their ass. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna be out there with the Green Party, Worker Strike Back. RBN gonna be out there. Nick gonna be doing a speech with Worker Strike Back, and I believe Dr. Jill Stein is gonna be there if she can make it. I don't know. I gotta check that again. But it's going to be a banger. So I'm trying to make it out there. If you guys can help me out, donate to those links below. Damn, those are not links, bro. I'm sorry. I just kind of been not me right now. But thank you to everybody who had donated so far. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. Okay, I got Jason. Charlie, Hobbs. All right, I ain't missing nobody. Thank you to everybody so far who had donated. Thank you for that $10. Let's get on with this next shit. Democrats are trying to weaponize black people against Palestinians. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, they have been trying to jump on these Palestinians. Hundreds of my neighbors are now jobless. Afterwards, John Deere layoffs in Iowa. What they were supposed to do, there are no jobs, right? And I believe I have reported on that John Deere, because we had layoffs here also. I think it was around the same time that Kellogg's was doing was striking. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I would. I'm just mad I wasn't old enough to run, but I would. Yeah, they're trying to weaponize trans people, gay people. They're like, well, Americans are facing their own genocides. Well, okay, well, who's enabling the genocide on black people? Who's enabling this genocide on trans people? Who's enabling the genocide of gay people then? If we're facing our own genocides, who's enabling this right here in the States? Because it ain't a Palestinian, it ain't any fucking Arab that live in the Middle East. And it's funny how they don't understand. Lisa, thank you for that $10 sticker. They don't understand that whatever the empire touches, it fucks shit up all across the world. They can do things in the Middle East and it only affects them. Once we do something, it affects the whole fucking world. There's a difference in the things that we do between our governments, and everybody feels so motherfucking. Everybody is so fucking selfish, and then they try to blame it on anti-blackness. Ain't no anti. No. Yeah, it's a couple of these motherfuckers. I'm not falling for that shit. We are one with the people. I don't give a fuck if you are in Alaska or the States. We fight for them all. Now, until you give me a reason not to fight for you, and I want, I'm not gonna fight for you if you a racist, if you want me dead, or if you want whatever the fuck it may be. Okay, it is what it is. But until then, I'm gonna fight for whoever the fuck need help. You know, a lot of these people can't. Oh man, I really wanted to touch on the shit on the UK. I might come back later. I might do a show later and touch about what's on the UK. I want to get a couple of let me make sure I got that right video, because okay. I'm sorry, y'all.
The issue with all of these liberals is that you are trying to convince leftists to move farther right instead of trying to convince people on the right to move farther left. And believe it or not, there are centrist Republicans who would be willing to move towards the Democratic Party, seeing as the Democratic Party actually has a lot of right-wing policies that they could get behind. You claim to be scared of fascism, but you're laying the groundwork for fascism by trying to convince people on the far left end of the spectrum to overlook genocide as a way of upholding your own rights. And instead of accepting the fact that there are people on the left who are looking for liberation for all, you're trying to convince them to only care about liberation for some. And by doing that, you are shifting the Overton window farther and farther to the right. Listen when I say this, being centrist in the face of fascism will not save anybody. It will just prolong the suffering. And if you expended some of your energy towards actually trying to convince the issue with all of these liberals is that you're trying to some of your energy towards actually trying to convince centrist Republicans to move to the left, we would actually begin to see change. And this specifically goes for white liberals. You have more smoke for people who do not feel comfortable voting in favor of the genocide of their own people than you do for your white relatives who are going to vote for the fascist dictator that you're so scared of. Like, let us not forget that 50% of white people voted in favor of Donald Trump. So if you really have an issue with him, go talk to your gram, go talk to your uncle, go talk to your dad, your mother, your brother, your sister, but don't talk to me about it.
Somebody give that motherfucker a stage, a microphone. That motherfucker is preaching. Give him a congregation. That nigga is spitting, bro. And that's what I don't get. It was 50%. It was like 50-something% of white people, yes, that voted for Trump. But can you blame them? You really gonna blame? Like, come on, man. They're not being educated. So why don't Democrats flip the Republicans who supposed to be voting for Trump, right? They should have their hands full with Trump voters. And this is their fucking outreach. 50% of people that's eligible to vote. 50% of people that did vote, the white people, white women is how we got Trump. Alfredo, thank you for that $50, man. Thank you, shit. That's what's up. I almost got that's 50. Hold on, yo. Let me do this math real quick. 10, 20. Almost $100. Okay. But they should be flipping MAGA. But instead of that, they know they can't. So they're wasting time on us. They gotta shame us. Like, oh, we're there closer to Europe. Like, no, they are not. I hate when, no, don't you hate when liberals say, oh, well, negotiate or work with people that's closer to your ideologies. Motherfucker, I am a communist. Ain't none of these people close to me. What are you talking about? There's nobody like y'all. You make me feel icky saying, they make me feel icky saying shit like that. Or you should just work with the people who's closer to your ideology. No. What the fuck? All of y'all are right wing. Do y'all not understand how the spectrum work? Do y'all not understand how the fucking compass work? You guys are both right wing. He just further right than you. You are a neoliberal. And like he said, being a centrist, being a neoliberal in the face of fascism isn't going to fix anything. It's just going to prolong the genocide. Is it not? Now we have Kamala Harris, who's going to fund genocide, who's going to be tough on the borders, who's going to be tough on all the things that Democrats say that she won't be, and they're going to do it with a smile. And what the fucking liberals going to do? Oh, well, you could have had Trump. Motherfucker. That's why I saw somebody on the internet crying, talking about, oh, somebody that said, I can't date a liberal because, you know what I'm saying, principles, morals, shit like that. I can't be friends with a liberal. I can't date a liberal. I will punch a liberal in this fuck. Can you imagine somebody being around me just saying some dumb shit like that all day? I will punch you in your fucking face. Keep saying dumb shit like that. What is wrong with you? Do I have to put the phone in your face? You see this child dying, motherfucker? What's wrong with you? Do I have to break down piece by piece how your tax dollars is going to kill that? Do I have to break shit down to let you know that you're complicit in these children's death? What is wrong with you? At least be real with it and say, "Hey, I'm a fascist. I'm a neoliberal. I might not like to see it, but I like the benefits I get from it." They like slave labor. I mean, like, come on, man. If y'all guys, if these Democrats actually gave a fuck about black people like they are claiming that they do, why is the fucking prison industrial system like this? Why aren't we out there still protesting like we should be? We should be in these jails teaching these people how to read, write, revolt. We know that they attack our neighborhoods. Democrats do this. If y'all gave a fuck about black people like y'all claim that y'all do, why are these fucking cop cities being built in black areas? Why is it being built in Democratic ran areas? If the Democrats are going to come and help and save us, how come the cop cities are being built in their fucking towns? How come the fucking governor of California is out there himself making campaign videos of him kicking out homeless people, taking their belongings and throwing in the fucking garbage? That is a blue state. So what fucking Democrat is here to help me? If your Democrats that you have now is building cop cities and kicking the homeless out of their goddamn tents, from your fucking governors, your mayors, New York City, Chicago, y'all just sweeping these fucking people. And then where they gonna go? Into the prison industrial complex, and now you got more slave labor, right? These are Democrats doing this to black communities. We're not talking about Palestine. We're not talking about none of that shit. We're talking about the shit that's going on in black communities right now. And I don't give a fuck about these hypotheticals. I don't give a fuck about Project 2025. My life is 2025. There's nothing else that you guys can scare me with. There's nothing you guys can scare me with. That shit been here. And it's been rewritten multiple times. They wrote that shit in like 1980 something, or rewrote it in like 1980 something. And they rewrote it in 2024, 2025 to scare your ass. Put you back in line. All that shit is happening now. And I'm willing to give up my morals to give up everything that I fought for because of some hypotheticals. Trump may be worse. Trump may be worse on this. He may be worse on that. He's gonna flatten Palestine. It's already flattened. 85% of the people are fucking gone. Millions displaced. They can't come back home. They can't go back and rebuild. With what resources? What money? What help? What the fuck you mean he's gonna be worse? There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Go look at the fucking pictures. Go look at the videos. These people are sleeping in tents and they still are being bombed. What the fuck you mean worse? This is the worst. And no matter who is the face of this shit, they don't run it. But we're just letting you know, if you're going to do anything, don't put your name on the side of this shit. Putting your name next on that fucking ballot next to Kamala Harris or Trump or Biden or anybody that's running, it's just like signing a fucking bomb. Straight the fuck up. It is no difference from Nikki Haley and all them other motherfuckers signing bombs that's going to go to Palestine. It's just ridiculous, man. People gotta beg you to fight. Well, I might lose a couple of privileges. I might lose a couple. Who gives a fuck? You Americans had it too good for too long, bro. Look at us. We're sitting here talking. I'm sitting here talking to my little fucking get up with this fucking $200 microphone, my little fucking ring light, and this fucking thing. Man, people don't even have fucking clean water, bro. We so privileged, we shit in clean water. And you can't lose just a couple of your privileges so everybody can try to get a leg up. You can't sacrifice something for the next person. It ain't like you always going to be like this. It's not a sacrifice to where it stay gone forever. Because we all move with each other. We all can move up. If he can get a leg up, we can get a leg. We can move together. Now we're moving together. We're walking together. Nobody is carrying anybody. We help each other out. We get a leg up and we move together. That should be the plan of everybody here. But everybody out for themselves. Man, China is doing good. China is doing good, man. If I had some money, I ain't gonna lie to y'all motherfuckers, bro. I would buy me a house in China. I'll probably wait till I'm like 50 something, but I'm gone, bro. I'm not about to be here for I'm not about to be here for too long, man. Fuck this shit. Where's your link? Donate. DNC protest. I think I can actually find one on my Twitter. Let's see. Man. Ooh, I'm tripping. What the fuck? Okay, I found it. Oh, God. That go to links to for my DNC protest donation. Hold on, somebody asked me a question. I'm trying to find that. They go to links down here. Let me get on this next story real quick, y'all. So I gotta call my kids. How long we been on? They're about to go to bed pretty soon. And you know what? I'm not the only black person pissed off about this, bro. I'm gonna try to get a couple of these people on the show, and maybe we can do a panel between black people and Palestinians, and we can actually talk, because a lot of these people are just fucking feds, bro. I don't trust this shit. I don't trust a black person who can look at another oppressed person. The link isn't working. I think you're gonna have to copy and paste that. Hold on, let me see. But it should be scrolling here at the bottom if anybody want to help. Hold on, let me find this. Yeah, a lot of black people ain't having this shit, because even on Twitter, TikTok, like, nigga, stop weaponizing our fucking skin color to, you know what I'm saying, support this fucking genocidal maniac. Like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Oh, all of them are my links. It just depends on which one y'all want to donate to, or which one y'all can donate to, I should say. I'm about to share my screen real quick.
The only reason people the only reason people are picking up more for Palestine and less for Congo is a very obvious reason. The people of Congolese are majority black.
I am really tired of people bringing up Congo when it suits them in an argument they're trying to make best. Because a lot of you don't care about Congo outside of making points. A lot of you do not hesitate to buy the newest iPhone, the newest gadget, whatever the case may be, that somehow attributes to you and your status. The United States is the most wasteful and polluting country on the planet, and Americans are great contributors to this. A lot of you would not be able to boycott for Congo if you wanted to. Y'all can't even boycott a Starbucks for Palestine. Is anti-blackness at play? Absolutely. Are there other factors at play? Absolutely. One major factor that adds to apathy towards the people in Congo and the Congolese conflict is time. This conflict has been going on for 30 years. It basically started when I was born. A lot of people are learning and becoming more attuned to the ways in which their tax dollars fund genocides across the world. Most Americans don't even learn about American history in its rawness. So it would make no sense for them to know more about Congo than the United States. The US education system does not discriminate. And seeing that half the country cannot read above a 5th grade level, it is no surprise that people do not have the awareness to seek this information out. Another thing is that conflicts in Africa feel somewhat isolated, especially to people in the United States and Europe. Whereas an apartheid state like Israel is directly connected, especially to the United States and Europe, as it's made up of Americans and Europeans. So the geopolitical significance of what is going on in Congo might not seem relevant to a lot of people in the United States and Europe, even though it should be. Finally, what is going on in Palestine is unlike anything we've seen in modern times. Because even in apartheid South Africa, they had an army. Palestinian people have no army, no navy, no airport, no means of defending themselves against against their oppressor, who is literally given $3 billion per year and has been given $12.5 billion since October to defeat them. And even in seeing the carnage and the trauma and the war crimes in front of our faces, the US still continues to perpetuate these war crimes by supplying Israel. To make the claim that people would care more about Palestinians if they were Black is short-sighted and without nuance. US tax dollars have and currently is funding both the Congolese and the Palestinian genocide.
And that shit just pisses, it makes me sick, bro.
I'm a watermelon type of pro-Palestine. I'm not a red triangle type of pro-Palestine. I think you guys only like victims of imperialism when they're dying. I'm a watermelon type of pro.
That shit. Say that shit again.
I'm a watermelon type of pro-Palestine. I'm not a red triangle type of pro-Palestine. I think you guys only like victims of imperialism when they're dying.
I really hate that this discourse around revolution is being centered around an unbaked Dorito, because he is not right, but he is not wrong. And in y'all's attempts to break down why he is wrong, y'all are dismissing the need to revolt altogether. And y'all are also talking about revolution in very ahistorical ways. Y'all are talking about revolution as if it has only had a negative impact on oppressed and marginalized people. Y'all are also talking about the United States of America as if this bitch ain't never took no ill at the hands of the people.
Facts.
And because of the position of privilege of the messenger of this conversation, y'all are talking.
Hold on.
That one man who weaponized the Congolese genocide to silence that Palestinian woman to explain why he's voting for Kamala Harris is the nastiest form of cognitive dissonance I think I've ever seen. Because what has Kamala said about the Congo? What's her plan or platform for those people? Absolutely nothing. To continue to let it bleed. To cherry pick one Israeli to make the boogeyman, like Israelis are not directly funding Kamala Harris's campaign, is just willful ignorance. Because you can't actually think she's going to stop Israelis from exploiting African people. Here goes an article that was published this year that states that the Congolese government, as well as the Biden administration, you know, the administration Kamala is currently part of, is looking to reduce those sanctions against that boogeyman. And I know y'all don't like to read, so I'll summarize it. They're not stopping the bleeding. They are simply going to liberalize the exploitation until people can no longer call it slave labor. Telling a Palestinian woman she's ungrateful for calling out your performative activism and hypocrisy is crazy. Using your own people suffering to do so is even crazier. If y'all are going to vote like your parents, be silent like them too.
Bitch. Hold on. It's a couple of motherfuckers. Hold on.
So Democrats claim they don't need the votes of people on the left, and that's fine. But when I say, hey, I'm not voting blue because, genocide, maybe instead of saying, who cares about genocide, vote blue no matter who, you could say, who cares? We don't need your vote. But if that's not true, and your party does need our vote, maybe, at the bare minimum, they should commit to not financially and militarily supporting an apartheid state who is actively committing genocide. I posted a video of Palestinians on the ground in their war-ravaged country saying that they don't care if it's Democrats or Republicans because both sides support the eradication of their people and their land. And then liberals turn around with these smug paternalistic talking points and act as if Palestinians don't know what's good for them. They do the same thing to black people and police. They do the same thing to migrant families. They tell us to vote harder for their party or else.
Because they use politicians like a fucking gun.
Hey, why are you packing like you about to go somewhere? Because I am.
That's a fucking shame. But you know what? I'm gonna call it a racist white supremacist. Nah, hey, look, they're gonna call you names because that's all they got left. That's all they got left is names, gaslighting, lies, and lies. Because can they actually tell the truth about Camilla's platform? What can you say about Kamala Harris' platform? What is she promising you? The only thing that she has said is she's going to be tougher on the border than Donald Trump. That's the only thing that we got from her.
You heard me.
That's my phone. Right. Oh, oh, no. What? There we go. What platform? Kid shirt. Hell no, this ain't no kid shirt. Kids don't ain't gonna know nothing about no Rocco. What kids you know about Rocco? Man, they call me all kind of Trump loving and all kind of bullshit. Man, nobody. I'm like, dog, y'all got the wrong one with this. Y'all got the wrong one. I don't give a fuck about Kamala Harris or Trump. I'm just reporting the news. I'm just reporting the news. I don't like none of them. I never voted a day in my damn life, and I doubt if I ever will vote. But I push other people to vote third party. Hell yeah! If I feel like the party is good enough, then I'll push y'all third party. Or I'll be like, look, the option is open to vote outside the duopoly. You know, a lot of people aren't going to just stop voting out of years and years and years of voting or generations of voting. You know, sometimes you got to wean them off. It's kind of like it's kind of like drugs or alcohol. You got to wean these people off. Yeah, and I know a lot of people. Look, people say it's a down ticket and all that shit. Don't trust your down tickets unless you did thorough research on those down ticket candidates. Don't vote because those were the motherfuckers who ain't shit, and they know those are real positions of power. You know, or from being city council and shit like that. Vet them. Right. The judges, all of them, look them up because they fly under the radar because they know people are not going to look at the down ticket. They're just going to be like, oh, Democrat, 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 Democrat. That's it. If you got a good enough name that look good enough, that rolls off the tongue, that look good on paper, if you're a part of their party, they're going to vote for you. It don't matter what the fuck you said. So I don't agree with voting down ticket. I just don't do it. Google their ass. Find out where the fuck they came from. What is their background? Where did they come from? Because then y'all be fucked in the ass, just like the same shit that happened with John Fetterman. What is his fucking name? Is that his name, John Fetterman? Yep, and you get hit like that. It's gonna be an AOC over. It's gonna be all over. That man is gross. Shit. That's an ugly ass dude. That's an ugly ass dude, bro. Bro, stop using I don't know. We don't do that DEI shit bullshit over here. That's no. But that John Fetterman is an ugly dude, bro. Like it's crazy how ugly politicians have gotten. It's crazy how white people was voting for ugly politicians nowadays because back in the days you couldn't be ugly and run for the fucking anything. This motherfucker out of shape, bald head, ugly. Damn. You can be anything in this world. They wasn't lying. I bet his breath stink. Yeah. That's an ugly ass dude. He looked like he smelled really bad. And that him and the press don't have a relationship of any sort. Man. He looked like the motherfucker who would sit outside because you asked him, "Hey, look, man, you got to take off your shoes before you come in the house." Oh no, I'm good. I'm gonna stand out here. Ugly is being gracious. So he ain't even got to sit down at the motherfucker. They just that is an ugly dude. I can't. Yeah. Imagine his armpits. After wearing it, like you big as hell and you wearing sweatsuits and like. Politics is ugly for acting people. Facts. Everyone roast the fat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh man, that shit is crazy. Everybody like, fuck this nigga, he stink. I don't even know. Ain't nobody in this chat met this man. But everybody said he stink. Everybody can't be lying. Everybody can't be lying. So I'm gonna just roll. I'm gonna just roll what y'all say. Shit. But anyways, I'm about to get ready to call these kids. I know they're about to get ready for bed. Anyways, if anybody want to help me get to Chicago, I got a couple of days to get the rest of this money up. We almost got halfway from my driver. I'm about to send him what I can. I need $250 for the driver, and I guess like $50 for something to eat. I don't think I'm gonna be there long, but I just want to make sure the driver get there and back safe. Make sure he got enough gas and shit like that. Other than that, I'm gonna be out there with Nick. Worker strike back. I'm gonna be out there with the Green Party. It's gonna be a lot of protesters. It's gonna be nice, man. I think it's gonna be a good day. Yeah, I didn't get that shit. I'm like, what? Nigga, I wear a suit. Do that mean like y'all saw me? I wear suits, button ups all the fucking time. Do I look? Am I a fucking businessman? The fuck? What is y'all talking about? Have TBI and Fetterman. It's faking having TBI. Oh, you should have sent that to my Cash App. But thank you for that $10, Dirty Liz. Thank you so much for that. TBI. I didn't know he said he had TBI. How is he faking it? You got a trunk we can stack books in. Chicago is close to me. Yeah. I think his trunk should be empty. I don't know. He's a little bit younger than me, so but we'll see. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna try to make sure. If Chicago close to you, then you close to me. Unless you, oh no, you in Illinois. I'm tripping. Chinese name, fool. What y'all talking about? Ill effects. All right, thank you to everybody who had donated so far. I'll be back on tomorrow. Because believe it or not, some shit is about to go down in the Middle East. I've been wanting to catch it, but for some reason they have been delaying. But I want to be one of the first ones on it. I'm Iowa. All right, well, we're gonna be downtown. We're gonna be downtown Chicago. So if you're gonna be down there at the DNC protest, let me know. I will take all the books. If you out there, we're gonna be out there the 19th and the 20th. I don't know what building. I gotta go I gotta go back on Nick's page, on Nick's Twitter page, and get the address one more time. But yeah, we're gonna be downtown. We're gonna be wherever the DNC convention is at. That's where we're gonna be, at the DNC convention outside. So, well, I'm talking like I ain't even got all the fucking money. So if you can donate to Talk for the Poor, if not, fuck it. I gotta go. Y'all take care. Stay rebellious. Stay healthy. Stay strong. Y'all got this. Man, it's gonna be a hell of a day. Hopefully, some shit pops off tomorrow. Hopefully, what I've been looking for pops off tomorrow. So, thank you all for tuning in, and you have a nice day.